because there's gold everywhere.
Does anybody really want to see me jet lagged out of my mind? And
No,
by the way,
but I want it jet lagged, and I want you to be live from whatever hotel bar you're at.
I won't be at a hotel bar at midnight. It will be midnight, and I'll be in hopefully a decent hotel room.
Do the bars close before midnight in Australia?
They roll up the sidewalks pretty early in Sydney. Yeah,
Do they? Okay.
except for certain districts or areas and stuff. But
Sure.
in the central business district, it quiets down pretty quickly. Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
So
Okay.
and the thing is, because the way the jet lag works, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can't sleep, and it's unclear whether you need to go to bed, like you're awake because it's not yet time to go to bed, or you're awake because you've already gotten up. It's just like you're so confused, and you're hungry, and you're insanely hungry, and nothing's open, and everything's closed. Room service isn't working, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know that if you do anything other than sleep right now, you're like completely screwing your body clock, but you can't sleep. And so and so you lie in bed at night, staring at the hotel ceiling, thinking, "How did I get here, and what am I even doing with my life?" There you go. But that's every hotel room ever, isn't it?
That is the best cold open I could ever ask for this show. I think.
How many times, Matt, have you laid in a hotel bed, staring at the ceiling? You know, like usually, like when you first wake up, thinking, "What am I even doing here?" Like,
No, I don't think that. I just
no.
there's many. Well, sometimes I will wake up like from a really deep sleep, and I'm like, where am I?
Where am I? There's that too. Yeah, it's like
What
literally,
am I
where am I
doing?
right now?
What am I doing
Yeah,
here? Why does
yeah,
this not look familiar? And it'll take it. It's very disorienting. But I'm thinking, so like a couple weeks ago, I was in Japan. So like West
yeah.
Coast of Japan, going there was pretty easy. I did not have jet lag. Coming back was pretty rough.
Yeah.
So I have not done East Coast all the way to Australia. Is that nonstop?
No, you go. Well, you can. Depending on time of year, but generally you go through San Francisco or
Yeah.
LA. I'll go through LA.
Okay.
Depending on the year, time of year, I think it's trade winds or something. I don't know. You can go through Houston,
Oh.
at least on the way back. I don't know if I don't think you can go through Houston on the way there, but you can go to Houston on the way back. From Sydney to Houston is 17 and a half hours, at least for a while. I don't know if it still is. It was the longest commercial flight in the world, and it's lovely because you get almost the whole thing done on one flight.
So today's episode is humble brag international travel tips with Brent Adamson.
It's just it was my job. I'm not bragging. It's just like literally this is how I put family food on the table for the family.
I
It's just
know,
getting
I
in a
know.
plane.
I'm
But
just giving you a hard
you know,
time.
you remember, like I told you, like we talked about this about a month and a half ago, and I said I'm about to hit 2 million miles, and Dave Brock comes over top says 2. I'm at 9. You know, so it's like there you go.
I don't know. It's I
Can you imagine the amount of radiation that man's been exposed to? This may be why his hair is white. I don't know.
um I gotta put my comments back on to see if he's saying anything here.
There's no one here. There never is.
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
Phil,
except for Phil. Except
as
for Phil.
always,
Phil,
is
of course.
here.
Phil is
Phil,
always here. Yeah.
Phil is
Yeah.
guaranteed to be the guest host
Love you,
whenever
Phil.
you can't make it over the next couple weeks.
I got a lovely email yesterday on LinkedIn from a CMO said, I don't listen live because I just can't quite make it usually, but I do listen on record. It's like, first of all, thank you. That's really lovely. It's like, two, like what?
I know. I got an email a little beginning of this week from someone who said she was listening from the gym, and she appreciates just the life lessons and humor that we provide. And this was after last week's episode, which I thought was particularly unuseful. So I'm like, wow, that's
Oh, I
great.
almost did a spit take all over my microphone.
Yeah.
Wait, so after 158 episodes, the last week was particularly bad. Is that what you're saying?
Actually, yes. I don't remember what we did, but I remember at the end of it thinking, wow, I really hope no one was here for that one. No, listen, we've already got
one of the remarkable conclusions that came out of last week was when you dropped the bombshell. There he is, right there. I love you, Dave. See, it can't be radiation because he still has his hair. I think I'm the one that got. Oh my God,
yeah,
Brian!
Steve.
Hey, Brian. God, I love that
Yeah.
man. And Dave too. You had made the statement very late in the call last week that you'd never been outside of North America, and that was the headline. That was the takeaway for the CMO that reached out.
Well, I cracked the seal, right? Like I finally went
Yeah.
to Japan, and so now what's funny is like now that that's happened, like literally
Yeah.
since then, I'm like I've had someone say, "Oh, can you speak at this thing in London? Oh, can you come to
Oh, you'll
Prague
love
or something?"
London.
I'm like, "Oh, for crying out
Prague's
loud!"
beautiful.
Yeah. I'll tell you I had a buddy who did it. Maybe I mentioned this last week. Like he went to he did a cruise in the Mediterranean, and he was in a town where they're literally like, that building right there, like Paul lived there from the Bible, Paul. Not like he was in this area, not he walked these grounds, but he lived in that building from the Bible. And I get excited when I go to the East Coast and I'm like, ooh, this building's 300 years old. I'm like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Totally different.
No, it's pretty wild, right? I mean, it's like you like my wife is from the area around the city of Koblenz, and Koblenz like 10 years ago celebrated their 1,000th birthday, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's bonkers. It was really funny down in at the University of Texas as a grad student. We used to host exchange students from Germany, and they'd come over and we'd take them around and show them the sites. And I remember distinctly taking a Hartmut down to San Antonio to see the Alamo. And of course, the Alamo is like, celebrating 200 years or whatever, 250 or whatever it is, right? And like, and he just started laughing. He's like, he just made fun of us the whole time. He said, "You guys
I know.
think you're old," and it was
Hey,
really sad.
it's not bad to be new. It's not bad to be,
Yeah.
a little,
Well, and for the people who are natives, it's not new, I suppose. But there's that too. But look,
true.
Michael's here too, by the way.
Yeah.
So
There's-
they got a
we-
whole
we-
crowd today.
we
I don't
get
know
a-
what
we
we
get-
did. Look at you marketing. This must be your marketing prowess that brought all these people
it's
in.
that and being consistent about showing up. Listen, like I am convinced,
Which we haven't been.
I know, and I'm convinced in life and in business, like
Yeah.
80% is just showing up and
Showing
following up.
Yeah.
And following up. Like I had
I suck
someone
at
tell
that.
me once,
Yeah.
like, someone that I consider just a sage and someone that's super brilliant. He's like, listen, just follow up. Follow up more regularly, follow up more frequently, follow up faster than you think you need to. Like that's how you get stuff done. That's how
No,
people.
I agree. So this is why I don't show up, because I'm afraid it's not going to go well and they'll hate me. And then if it goes well, then I don't follow up because I'm afraid they'll change their mind.
But if you follow, but part of that is, and I have faced this as well. Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
afraid to follow up because I'm afraid to get an answer that I don't want. But I'd rather have that answer
like,
now.
what if in the interim they came to their senses and realized I'm a complete charlatan, right? That's
Sure. Well, that can
Yeah.
happen too, right? But I'd rather
Yeah.
know that now than 2 weeks from now. I'd rather know that now than not really have an answer at some point. Like
I think
like
I'd rather
yesterday-
escape reality and just rock back and forth in the fetal position in the
So
corner of my room. It's like,
yesterday
by the way, that's my retirement. I cannot wait, because that's my retirement will be rocking back and forth in the fetal position in the corner of my room for 10 years. And then
What
and
will
roll
you
me
be
out.
watching though? Like what's on the playlist? What are you gonna watch?
Oh, there's nothing. If nothing, I'll have some sort of Instagram scroll feed, just with my eyes pried open like in 1984, and I'll just be scrolling. But that's it's just anything to detach from reality and escape.
We
existential
are
dread.
as a family, we are waking our way. Our summer mission has been to make our way through the Marvel MCU chronological movie timeline.
Wow. Are you like with all of it, like with Daredevil and the whole sort of broader, or is that DC? I've lost track.
I think
like, how deep are
Daredevil
you
is
going?
I think Daredevil is DC because I didn't see it on the list. So it's like
And
it's
the
basically
Punisher and all that stuff.
the
Are you doing X-Men? Are you doing
Marvel-
all the X-Men's?
If there's one X-Men that's actually part of the like Avenger, like part of the I don't know how it all works, right? So like
Correct,
there's
because at some point they connect and then they cross over, which means
Yeah,
if you
so-
didn't want to trace back from there, you got to go back and do all the X-Men.
no, I know. So Disney,
I'm robbing you of your story. Keep going. I'll shut up now.
Disney owns Marvel, and Marvel has said this is the timeline, which means
Right.
the first Spider-Man movie that is in the timeline is Homecoming, which is not the first Spider-Man movie, right?
No,
And the
that's not
first
right. Yeah.
X-Men movie is like the latest X-Men movie, none of the earlier X-Men movies.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
So there's
I
a
don't-
blessed timeline. Is that right?
I don't make the rules here. I'm literally just following what is
Okay.
on my Disney Plus.
But you're having a
and
good time, I bet.
it's been a lot of fun. Like there's movies that like what's funny is like I default to like shows, like TV shows, because I'm like, oh, it's shorter and we get through it. And I'm like on a Tuesday night, I'm like, I'm too tired to do a movie. And then sometimes we'll put on a movie and we're like, we should watch more movies. This is really fun.
Yeah.
So I've like last night we watched Thor Ragnarok. That's such a fun movie. It's a fun movie. It's funny. It's entertaining. There's a great villain. It's a good movie. You know what's not a good movie? I'm probably gonna like send people away now. You know what I don't like? Ant-Man. Ant-Man was terrible.
One or two.
I don't like
Both?
Ant-Man at all. What?
One or two. The first one or the second one? There's a
So
sequel. Did you know that?
There's Ant-Man and Wasp, and we skipped it. We didn't
Yes.
watch it because we
Yeah.
didn't even finish.
Did
the
you not
first
like
Ant-Man.
it? You didn't like his smarmy sarcasm, or you didn't like the character, or you didn't like
I
the world
thought the
building, or what?
premise was dumb. I thought Paul Rudd was ill used. He's such a funny guy, and he wasn't funny. He was just like he was kind of caged in this dumb role, and so we didn't even watch Ant-Man and Wasp. Was just done with it.
All right. Okay.
No, that's
What
not a
about the
spoiler, Phil. That's well known. This isn't like telling people Han Solo dies in the movie. Like it's not a spoiler. Like we know
Wait, what?
it's been long enough. It's not a spoiler anymore. Like Han Solo is dead. He dies in the first of the um
Jeez.
so
Man, you're just ruining it for everybody today.
I know.
Wait, are you all there? Has no one's gone off to college yet or anything like that? No, we're going to senior year. We're not going to college
Yeah,
yet. Is
no,
that
there's
right?
no college yet. There's
Okay.
so we're all still here.
Yeah.
My wife is a teacher. She goes back into classroom prep this week. The kids go back to school the week after.
Oh wow, that's late. Everyone
It,
should back here. Yeah.
it's funny that you say late. Like I mean, growing up in the Bay
It was
Area,
post
like,
Labor Day, right?
it was after Labor Day, right?
Yeah, I
I
agree.
remember. I'll
Yeah.
never forget Latney, who was the CMO at 6 Cents for a time. She said, if I
Oh,
ever ran
man.
for school board, my platform would be one thing: no school till after Labor Day. And I swear she would win by a landslide because everyone's like, yes, let's have the summer back. Thank you very much.
So you're on the island, it looks like. Is that right? You're
So
out on
we
the
are
porch.
on Whidbey. It's been
You have a
just
jacket on, so it's not 102 degrees.
it's not 100. It's never 102 degrees here. It's been like 74 and glorious this week. I'm sitting on our back
Nice.
deck. The sun's come up. We're heading back home tonight. We've been here just kind of a little working fun
Lovely.
trip. But
Is there fauna? Or do you have animals? Are you watching like baby fox frolic in the meadow in front of you?
no, right. There's a raven going on. That's not interesting. Although we did we went for a walk last night and we found a feather and I'm like, that's interesting. And like it turns out it's an owl. It was an owl feather. I can't remember exactly what owl it was, but there's
Kinda cool.
owls, hawks. This right in front of me over here is an apple. Hold on. So let's see if we can do this. I don't know what
Uh-oh.
you're about to see, but like so
Oh
there's
god.
can you see that apple tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Wow.
that's one of 6 apple trees we have here. This one always is matures the fastest, the earliest in season, and they're kind of sour apples. But they're starting to it's so prolific this year they fall. And so every night the deer come and just hang out under there and just have a
Do your
smorgasbord.
kids have apple fights? Do they like throw them at each other? Because that's what my brothers and I would have done.
Well,
It
what we
would have
do
gotten
what we
violent. I mean, that tree is a recipe for violence right there.
yeah, we do instead we do apple ball. And
Apple ball
apple ball is basically baseball with apples. And
with an
so we
apple.
have
Yeah.
so we have a couple. We have an aluminum bat and a wood bat, and so with the apples that have fallen, we get to hit those. And if you hit them right, they literally just disintegrate. They just
Explode.
disappear. Oh, so fun, so fun. Yeah, that's what
It's
we do
like
apple ball.
that was it Randy, what's his name? The pitch that hit the bird. You know what I'm talking about? That
Randy, oh,
footage?
of course I know. Randy Johnson.
Thank you,
He
Randy.
hit a
Was it Randy
bird.
Johnson?
It was Randy Johnson
Yeah.
in spring
Yeah.
training, and he literally was pitching, and he
Horrifying.
threw a pitch, and he hit a bird
And it
that just
exploded. That
flew into the flight path of his ball.
This is the most horrifying footage ever. But that's
It's
kind of what I
cra-
imagine the apples doing when you hit the apples.
yeah, I mean, literally, if you've got the fortitude for it, go Google that, and you'll see the video.
I don't
And
know why I'm laughing. It is awful.
no, the announcer too is like, he hit a bird. It's really like, holy crap. It's rough, man.
By the way, so I was out walking the dog last night, and somehow, it's because I walked past a neighbor's house and they had a Super Bowl flag out for the Eagles, like winning Super Bowl, whatever. And I thought,
okay,
and the first thing I thought was the Eagles won the Super Bowl because I'm so detached from professional
It's been a
sports.
while.
And
Yeah, but
NFL. It's been a while. So that's why I thought it's been a while. And then I got thinking, like, wait, who won last year's Super Bowl? And I couldn't remember. And then I looked it up. It's like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And by the way, they played New England, which is like that. I'd totally forgotten that. But anyway,
Yeah.
So are
Yeah.
you guys ramping up then for another like a defend your title sort of season? This is a big deal.
I guess. I mean, I'm not a big NFL fan, right? So
All right, never mind. Okay.
I'm more into college football, so I'm excited.
I
We've
can
got
tell.
another a week from Saturday is what's considered week 0 in college football. So you've got like
Are you guys in the Big Ten now, like everybody else, or what?
yeah. It's basically just the Big Ten, the SEC, and then whoever else happens to be playing. It's kind of how college football works now. But no, I mean, like people are excited about the Seahawks.
I love it that you're same conference as Rutgers.
I know.
Stop and think about that.
I mean, you think about those traditional like Pac-12, the rivalry games used to have, and
Like,
now
how
we're
does
like,
this even
oh,
work?
like 100 years of tradition, UW versus Maryland.
Rutgers.
Yeah. Okay. But no, I mean
Uh,
the Seahawks are on Hard Knocks this year, which is the
oh
annual
wow. Yeah.
preseason
They still do
documentary
that?
with HBO. Yeah, they do.
Wow.
So the Seahawks have been on that. I think this is week 2 or 3 they did this week. So that's been interesting. I think it's kind of showing, what they usually do, and that's been interesting. I will watch the NFL, but I'm not a big Seahawks
There you
fan.
go.
Partly because I'm such a big college fan. Like I start at 6 a.m. is when college game day starts, and they play until late at night. And so by the time I finish like 16 hours of watching college football,
You
I
got to
have to
go do
get
some
something
marketing.
done. Yeah, no, I have
Right.
to
It's like
get.
I
I
better go
have work
market
to do.
something. Yeah.
I better
Gotta
go
come up
market something.
gotta market something. Let me come up with some strategic plan for somebody. Right. That's the
Speaking of marketing,
yeah.
you were humble bragging about going to Australia. I just
Was
want
I?
to.
I was just saying I was going to Australia. I wasn't humble bragging about it, but
Well,
yeah. Yeah.
potato, potato. So I was basically just saying like how like it's been almost a year since you published the frame making sale,
Yeah.
and I feel like I reference it almost every day.
Cool. Thank you.
Um, I mean, and
It again. I think we've written something that is as game changing as Challenger, arguably if not more so. For me, it's more aligned with my personal values of humanity, so I'm that much more excited about it. It's just a question of like I think it's just going to be a slow burn to get the world to know about it, but people have picked it up. The people have come to workshops. It's game changing. So it's pretty exciting.
I mean, what I talk about all the time now is just this concept of customer
Self
self
confidence.
confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a light bulb for people. They're like, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. You think about like, oh, I
Yeah.
can get a feature, I can understand what this does, but underlying all of that is like, what am I trying to
Is that
do? Is that the
yeah.
right thing to be doing? I mean,
Am
I
I
think
even
there's
asking the right questions? If I go down the hall and ask my colleague, are they going to be on board? Are they going to have, it's I don't, and for that matter, I'm on board. You had me. Hello, I want your solution, but I don't know how to move this decision through my organization. We're working with a big tech company that with their key account managers, and so Matt, these guys they're on the biggest names of the biggest names, their customers, right? These are the
yeah,
the 7, 8, 9 figure deals, or at
right.
least and accounts $100 millions, and the complexity of what they're just like. So tell us a little bit about your difficulty in aligning stakeholders, and they'll just take the next 15 minutes to lay out what they're working on, and you're like, oh shit. All right, so chapter 5 isn't going to help you. You're screwed. I
Yeah,
mean, it's like I just sit there. I've so much. I'm in awe of the job these people do. Right? It's so freaking complex. And we do this. We start now with this exercise. Like, think about all the things that are hard for you to sell into this environment. They make this long, long list. And they say, all right, now take your seller hat off, put your buyer hat on, and put yourself in the shoes of the person you're talking to right now, your main point of contact, and ask, what do you think's hard for them? And then they come up with literally the exact same list. And it's like, see, that's like, so now you show up and talk about like your features and benefits. So how much is that going to help them? But what's really it's daunting is like you begin to really appreciate the challenges your customers up against, and you think, I don't know how am I supposed to help with that? And yet that's what we're
yeah.
kind of asking to do in frame making. And so and there's ways to get after that, but it's hard. It's kind of I keep saying it's amazing to me that commerce still happens at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
I had a prospect earlier this week, like what I call a repeat executive sponsor, meaning like a
yeah,
CMO that's hired us before, and
yeah,
they're at a new company and they're ramping back up. And we've had a couple calls where it's clear that the pain is high, like the need is high, like
yeah,
we've kind of
yeah,
quantified what needs to get done. And earlier this week, they're like, yeah, we need a couple months to sort of onboard some other
yep,
stuff, and we've got some other
yeah,
things. And so, I mean, like you can go back and say like we quantified the problem, we quantified the cost of the problem, the opportunity, the what's going to happen, and then I can share like, well, you're saying you want to wait until these people come on board, and our experience is that like it's going to take that much longer, and
right,
you can make more
right,
progress. And I can do all these things,
yeah,
and we can. So I guess my point is we can talk about customer self confidence and what we can do all day long, but then I put myself in that CMO's shoes, and they're like, I got 40 things I'm thinking about right now.
totally,
And, and sometimes it just, your thing just doesn't bubble up. And,
yeah. Or
but
maybe it bubbles up for me, but now I gotta go down the hall and get 5 other people to have it bubble up for them, right? It's like, and they're they're distracted, not distracted, but they're focused on other things.
So we did something a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago
Yeah.
that I think just inadvertently sort of helps with this. So we launched a marketing orchestration self audit. So the idea
Okay.
is it's an 8-minute survey. It takes less than
Mhm.
8 minutes to fill out, and the idea is
It's a
like
frame.
we
Yeah.
will help you understand and benchmark how bad your collaboration drag is internally. Like
Yeah.
based on these answers to these questions, like where do you rank, and what are the things you need to go and solve.
Yeah.
And so it was written by, just shout out to Tom Swanson, who runs our marketing automation or marketing orchestration
Go
practice
Tom!
internally. Woo!
I shouted him out.
So
Yeah.
so a couple things. One, like I gave it to a CMO a
Mhm.
week ago.
Yeah.
He sent it to all of his direct reports and said, I want
Yeah.
you all to fill this out. They
Yeah.
all completed it. Two of them said some version of like, it's like someone was watching over my shoulder the work we do with these questions. So now I've got like 5
Nailed it.
of these like self-audit reports, and the CMO comes back and says, it's uncanny the level of consensus we have around now crystallizing around this problem. When can we talk about how you could fix it?
So
And
what
like
you've just done, I'm sorry, keep going. Apologies. It's
well, no,
so
I was just
cool.
gonna say,
Yeah.
so we have a call on Monday to sort of scope out a project. This
Yeah.
coming Monday to scope out a project, and I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
we just pre-built consensus
Yes.
with a
Yeah.
friggin' tool, like with a
You
website.
just engaged in frame making, right? This is
Unbelievable.
it's a much more structured form of frame making because it involves a tool or a template. In this case, it sounds like a diagnostic exercise, which
Yeah.
is super
Yeah.
powerful. But what you've done is you've taken something that's big and hard and overwhelming, where everyone's kind of confused and doesn't really know where to focus, and you've provided focus, and you've done it by two things. One is prompting, and one's bounding. So
Yeah.
the bounding, I think, is like, God, there's so much stuff I worry about, and what you guys done is shown up, said, it's not everything you need to worry about. It's these 8 things. It's not it's not 50 things, not 100 things.
Right.
It's just these 8 dimensions. Start here first, and here's the evidence why we think it's those 8. And
Yeah.
the second part, that's bounding. So that's literally where the idea of framing comes from. I took something as big and hard and overwhelming, put a frame
Mhm.
around it. And then secondly, you've engaged in prompting. I would imagine like number 6 on the list is maybe something you hadn't fully, oh, I hadn't thought that's a little more important than we realized. So you're teaching them something. So that's prompting.
Yep.
It's a little bit like the old BuzzFeeds, like the top 10 reasons why. Number 6 will blow your mind, right? But it's actually done in a productive way. The other thing about framing I think so interesting, what you guys are absolutely doing here though, is you're not just showing up saying, look, we're Heinz Marketing, we've been in the business for 20 years, here's what you need to do, because that actually doesn't solve for customer self-confidence. What you've done is within those dimensions of 8, it's almost like a graphic equalizer. Do you remember those in the stereo? So you're providing degrees of freedom. You're providing agency to your customers to allow them to control which of those 8 and then what dimensions they want to focus on first and most. And so it's ultimately down to them to make their decision of what's best for them. But you've helped them. You've become a decision coach. You've simply said, work with other customers like you. Here's what seems to be the thing you want to focus on, and here's how to think about it. Thank you. And when you nail it, they'll say exactly what they've said to you, which is it's like you live here. It's like, that's amazing. How did you know? That's awesome. That's framing.
So a couple things. One, this is the most we've talked about work in a very long time on this show, and so I don't know if I'm proud or whatever. Two, if anyone wants to check this out,
Dave was here for the dark jokes.
I know. Well, Dave's flipping us off from somewhere from early on. So love you, Dave.
We love you, Dave.
So if you want to check this out, just go to audit.heinzmarketing.com. You can fill it out. There's no form. You don't have to like register anything.
It's free.
You just do it it's free, ungated. But I think the other thing that was interesting is like that comment.
What that does, it builds your database, and now you have better benchmarks. Let's see. So it's good.
Exactly. And I think the person that said, boy, it's as if you were sitting over my shoulder. Like, I mean, what my interpretation of that is like, okay, this person now, they don't know how we solve the problem,
right?
But they have a higher level of confidence that we understand the problem.
100%. Right? And they have higher degree of confidence that they're in themselves, that they're focused on the right things, such that when they have a conversation with you about number 4 on the list of 8, that's the thing they should even be talking about in the first place.
Well, and we need to figure out, like, so this CMO
you should put a campaign behind this. Do you know anything about marketing campaigns?
I don't. So yeah, no, I literally
maybe Scott Gillum could help. I don't know.
I don't know. So I put it on our list of our leadership team meeting on Monday. On Tuesday, we have a place where we sort of put issues. I'm like, how do we get more people to do this? Not just more people to fill it out, but like.
By the way, if you ask our buddy Scott Gillum, say, have you thought about a newsletter? I know because I've asked him. But I don't.
Should we write about this? Should I post something about this somewhere?
You think, right? It's like, but see, now welcome to my world, which is the answer, of course, is yes to all of, but nonetheless, it is this really frustrating top of funnel. Like, how do I get the message out on this, right?
You gotta
And this is what
publish.
I
You
keep
gotta publish
asking.
more.
This is
You
what
gotta
I keep
publish more.
asking you about, right? Yeah.
Just gotta publish more.
But
I think you just get into the habit. Like I have a rhythm of content that includes this, that includes
yeah,
sales pipeline radio,
yeah,
that includes pretty regular LinkedIn posts. I'm
yep,
trying to average at least one Substack a week, and it becomes a body of work. And
yeah,
so there isn't sort of like one big thing. There isn't sort of one big manifesto. It's sort of a constant
yeah. It's just you
stream.
gotta it's present. It's what
Like
you know what it feels like. It's back in the old consumer marketing days, and still today. It's just about impressions, right? It's like you've got to show up 100 times for you to finally, or whatever the number used to be, and it still is maybe, right? But it's that, I think.
and this is what most people don't understand about sort of just regularity and just a rhythm of content is it's not about people reading or watching or listening to your stuff. Like
Yeah.
most of your best readers, most of your biggest fans are not going to listen to most of what you send. They're not going to read most of
Oh,
what you send. They're not. But if they're already a fan and if they already know that you're an expert in something, when they see your name, even if they don't have time today or don't have time this morning, they're like, "Oh yeah, Matt knows pipeline, right? Oh yeah,
yeah.
Brent knows
If I
framing.
ever need
Oh yeah,
pipeline, I should give him a
God,
call.
we
He's the
God, we
guy.
really gotta bring Brent in to
Yeah.
sort of to train our
Yeah.
team, right? And then it's a fleeting thought, and then you move on to whatever your next fire drill is. But that
Which is
fleeting thought
yeah.
compounds because then they're gonna see you tomorrow. Then they're gonna see you next week on this show, and they're gonna keep saying like, eventually they're actually gonna call you or respond to you. And this is why the show up and follow up matters because you've got people that are like, I really should be following up with Brent. And if you do send them that newsletter, now there's something in their inbox that they can reply to. Like replying to
Yeah.
something is a lot easier than not to know what's his email
Truth.
address again, right?
Yeah, no,
So
that's
like
true.
showing up and following
I've
up
been
is
psychically reaching out to people, asking them to email me, and I found it hasn't worked. I need to actually send them an email that they can respond to.
you just
Like,
it's
that
just
does.
just regularity, be in front of people, like don't assume they're going to follow up. Like I do, like even with our internal biz dev, like our team gets annoyed with me. I'm like, are we just waiting for them to respond, or is there
See,
is
this
there a
is what you
gentle way
need
to
to tell
follow
your
up?
this is what you need to tell your kids about making friends, right? Just because someone's not a friend with you, it's not because they don't want to be your friend. It's because they just haven't thought about you because you haven't been in their mind share.
No,
So
it's
it's
more
like
than that. It's more than that.
you gotta you
There's
gotta
a
be
lot of
present.
people. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people in our lives
Yeah.
that would love to spend more time with you, that would be
Yeah.
happy to go hang out with you.
Yeah.
But like we're all busy, we're all in our own
Right.
heads. Like
Exactly.
I got a buddy that I'd literally only see in like during football season because we share
Yep.
Husky tickets together. And I
Yeah.
always feel bad because like at the end of the season, I'm like, well, I guess I'll see you in September. Like we're both busy, we both have kids, we're both like,
Yep.
so we just don't see each other. And it's not because we don't want to spend time together. And so literally like we've created a habit of like going and seeing comedy shows. And so like it's the thing
Yeah.
we can do like any time of
Oh,
year.
it's
And we just
fun.
like find time to go do that. And it's just like, oh, we just go and hang out and just don't
Same thing goes with clients. Yeah. No,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
By the way, so
So it's
what's on go ahead. Let's
no,
finish.
that
Sorry.
was it. No, that was it.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
I want to what's on tap for so this year uh school year just started, as I mentioned. It's all about algebra this year. That's clearly what I'm going to be doing. So that's the algebra and English. But so on
Oh,
tap this year is more factoring polynomials. We've already started factoring polynomials again.
that
So
might as well be a made up word. I don't know what that means.
and so where are you on the helping the kids with the homework? It's like
Oh
oh God,
God.
school started again.
Um,
It's like literally going back to school.
it's
Anyway,
I if it's liberal art stuff, like that's where I could sort of help. Um,
yeah.
um, when it comes to math and science, I am pretty useless.
So we got chemistry again this year. So stoichiometry is back on the agenda for the later in the
Okay.
year. I'm excited about
Um,
stoichiometry, but that's
so my
yeah,
daughter is so she's a senior. So she's our oldest.
yeah,
She's a senior this year
yeah.
in high school. She's doing AP Calculus and AP Environmental
Oh,
Science.
there you go.
Um, and
Second order derivatives. Come on,
and I
Matt,
was
break it
and I
out.
was literally so I did the first coffee talk from so she has her own the boys share a room upstairs here, but she has her
Yeah.
own room downstairs. And when we're here on Fridays, I do coffee talk with her. So I kick her out, send her up to sleep with mama. And so I'm in her room, like getting ready for the first coffee talk, and she's got a notebook out, and so she's doing SAT prep. And
Oh,
like
jeez.
I mean,
So
like the
stressful.
kind of note she's taking, like this notebook has all this like complex math stuff. I
Yeah.
don't understand any of it. I literally, I'm looking at it, I don't understand any of it. And I'm glad she does. um, because hopefully it's she
Because
her.
otherwise she'd have to go into marketing, and nobody wants that, right?
No, this is definitely like when you make the list, like how many people when they're a senior, they say like, what do you want to do for your life? How many people say B2B marketing?
None. Literally none.
0%.
What's more
0%.
interesting to me is no one says sales, or fewer people say sales. And the thing you and I have both come to appreciate, at least I've come to appreciate, is it's really quite a great career, right? I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah.
brutal.
Oh
It's
yeah.
brutal at the beginning, but so many careers are. But show me another career that offers the kind of work-life balance. You work your ass off, but you have more command over your hours. The upside benefits are insane. Your exposure to business I mean, the sales is it's actually it's too bad it's got such a bad reputation because it is an incredible career.
100%. I mean, like, it gets a bad reputation because you look at, like, you think about snake oil salesman, like car salesman,
Right.
death of a salesman. Like, there's a lot of just sort of popular, sort of personas. But shout out to John Barrows. I think you know John Barrows. Like a number of years
Mhm.
ago, he with his daughter wrote a book, children's book called "I Want to Be in Sales When I Grow Up." And it
Really?
was just,
I didn't
yeah,
know
no, he
this.
did. And it's a great book. I love that he did it with his daughter. And it was sort of his way of saying like, hey, listen, this is a really great job
Oh, it's
for a
completely
variety of
underappreciated.
reasons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, and shout out to Phil and others on the call here today who have made a career, have made a life, have really sort of, created an opportunity for their family, um,
100%.
based on
I'll
doing
tell you,
this. I mean, it doesn't make it.
pre-pandemic,
It's
back when sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, man.
no,
We're
no, no,
talking over each. But
no.
pre-pandemic, back in when we were all working in offices, it'd be interesting. There'd be, every once in a while, I'd be home working from home or something, and and like 3 o'clock bus would come home from school, and the kids would get off, and the only dad, I'll make this gendered, which is unfortunate, but the only dad at the bus stop was a key account manager because he was the only guy, the only father that wasn't in an office somewhere. It's like he was
Yeah,
the only one that had flexibility over his schedule to do, and
yeah,
he was doing great, by the way, too. So it's like,
yeah.
yeah, it's a, but then you have to go to the family reunion. People ask you what you do, and you have to say, I'm in sales, and you have to be embarrassed about it, which is it's unfortunate because done well, it's an incredible. Not only is it an incredible career, it's a noble profession, which is kind of where I'm living now with this frame making stuff. But anyway,
What's
there you
interesting.
go. B2B
Okay,
marketing on the other hand, that's just
I
tough.
know we're out of time, but I think
Yeah.
it's been fascinating to me, especially as I get older, that like when you're out somewhere, when someone says, "Oh, they meet you," like one of the
Yeah.
first questions they ask is, "What do you do?" As if that is
Yeah.
what defines you.
Oh,
Like,
100%. Yeah.
right? Like, I don't
Yeah.
what do you enjoy? Like, what's your life about, right? And apparently, like, there's in Boulder, Colorado, I've got a couple CMOs that are based in Boulder. They're like, one of the reasons we like living here
Skull buffs.
is
Yeah.
I know your daughter goes there,
Yeah.
is that people don't default to, like, what do you do for a living? They default to, like, what when you say what you do, they say, "Oh, I rock climb." Right? "Oh, no,
Yeah.
I like doing backpacking on weekends." So it's
Yeah.
really more about what your passion is and what you like to do versus, like, how you get
It's more
paid.
like, which days of the week do you like to smoke weed? That's probably what they're asking in Boulder. The amount of weed in Boulder is bonkers. It's
So,
nuts so.
flashback to 1993.
Yeah.
I'm doing college tours with my parents, and my mom and
Yeah.
I came up here to go to UW, and my dad and I went to Oregon. Those were the only two schools I applied to, and I
Good
remember,
schools.
yeah, and I remember walking around the Oregon campus, and we went into the sort of like the student union building, and it was some kind of like weed festival. It was a hemp fest or something, right?
Yeah.
And I remember looking at my dad's face and saying, like, "There's no way I'm going here. There's no way he's gonna like send me to hemp school." Um, and
University of
thankfully I
Michigan,
didn't.
they probably still do. They have this thing called Hash Bash, which is every year. I think it was like in April, where everyone would go into the Diag, the central area in Michigan, and just flame up because it was celebrating the fact that the city of Ann Arbor had changed the ticket to like $1 if you get caught smoking weed in public, and so everyone would just go like it's the Hash Bash. That's
On
so
my
intense. Yeah,
on my sports bucket list of things I want to go to and places I want to go.
big
Number
house.
one has always been Augusta National. Like I want to go to the Masters. But number 2 through 800 is like college football stadiums, and the Big House is
Interesting.
up there.
Yeah.
And
That's fun.
and
That's a great
not only
place.
the Big House, but also like I've been a fan of Zingerman's Deli for a long time, just based on the way they do customer service. And I've
Yeah.
come to find out like they actually make good sandwiches too. I love a good sandwich. So
They do.
I got to go to Zingerman's.
Well, I'm looking to maybe go for a weekend in November for the Glee Club concert. So if you want to join me, we can go to Zingerman's and
You had me at
concert,
Glee
hit
Club
a big game.
concert
Yeah,
for sure.
right. I know
yeah,
who
no.
didn't, right? I mean, who doesn't enjoy men's choral music? I mean, come on, that's nothing better than
I mean,
TTVB's
it can
repertoire.
be good. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Straight No Chaser?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
not a lot live, but I mean, I know.
No.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's good stuff, man.
It is good stuff. There you go.
All right, we're way over, and we're not doing after the show today because Brent's microphone still doesn't work. So we're gonna figure that out next week.
Well, clearly it works. There's something about the Substack platform and my system that just don't like each other. I don't have time to figure it out. But but we have managed to waste another 60 minutes or 30, 40 minutes of your time this week. So thanks for hanging out.
That's right.
Appreciate you all.
Well, Michael, Raj, Phil, Dave, I guess.
And
thank you all for being here.
And Brian, don't forget Brian. I love Brian.
Right,
and don't forget all of those hundreds and hundreds of people that listen to us and post, and
Craig Rosenberg's here. He's just not commenting, but thank you, Craig, for being here.
That guy looks amazing, by the way. I don't know what he's doing, but
I don't know. It's drugs. I think it's this cocaine habit that kind of keeps him from eating. That's what I think it is. I made all that up. That is not true. It might be true.
Holy moly! Yeah, you were going to jail for that one. That's a lawsuit. Jeez.
All right, sorry.
Craig. All right. So when are you going
Craig's
home?
Amazing.
You going
today.
Home tonight?
Going home midday today because my my Chicago Cubs are here in Seattle. So going to the Cubs game tonight. Fun. Going to the Cubs game on Sunday. Got a
and do you Airbnb the house scrimmage. Or do you seal it up?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, so we'll leave tonight and then we'll leave this afternoon and we got another renter moving in tomorrow. So this is the more. Hey, listen, audit.heinzmarketing.com. And also, if you're interested, I'll send you the link. This place is available for weekends, bar mitzvahs, whatever you want.
There you go. Or CMO Coffee Talks.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right,
everybody.
Good to see you as always.
Out there. Have a great weekend. I may or may not be here next week in Australia. I don't know.
Oh, you're 100%. We'll make this work. We'll figure this out. It'll be more entertaining. Mid jet lagged Brent midnight in Australia. Are you kidding me?
I'm literally tired just thinking about it.
It's gonna be amazing. All right, guys. See you next week.
All right. Cheers, everybody.